Alright guys, I'm going to say the obligatory, yeah it's me. Right, this will be a channel update for June. Yeah, it's been a very productive month for me. Those of you that remember, my car broke down on the last update. I was telling you about that. The car's now been scrapped, it's gone. So, I don't know if I mentioned that it was gone, I can't remember now what I said in the last update really. A lot's gone on. I've got another car, which, you know, is all good, so I'm back at mobile again. What I'm going to do now is sort the bike out and I'll be well away. Right, builds. What you're seeing now is my completed Band of Brothers build. I've called it Vincent van Gogh was born in Neunen. Those of you that have seen Band of Brothers will probably know what that is. Know what that scene is. I know historically incorrect that is, but it's what they said in the show, so that's what I've called it. The figures are a mix of Verlinden, Masterbox and Tamiya and Mini Art. The trees I used seafoam. Don't ask me the Latin word is for the name because I've got no chance. Grew it myself though, to be fair. You know. But then basically what I did, I sprayed it then with PVA and basically stuck parsley all over it. It don't look too bad, looks quite effective. The grass is static grass, which I used a static grass applicator for the first time. The tanks is the Tamiya and the Cromwell is Tamiya and the Sherman is Edward. It is the correct one for the British, because I know when I first started doing this build I got the wrong Sherman and I was told that that type of Sherman that I used before wasn't used by the British, but that one is actually used by that one was the one used, so it's all good. Yeah, so the telegraph poles I scratch built myself, so that's that, and I'll tell you what, I am proper chuffed with this build. Yeah, I really enjoyed doing it. It took me a while. I mean, I've been building this since before Christmas, and but I've really enjoyed it. You know, it wasn't rushed. It was done in between other things, and I just really enjoyed it. So that's that. I'll pause and I'll show you the next one. Okay, well the next one is was my entry into the Say Cheese group build. Again, there is a video of it on my, you know, on the videos. It's a Verlinden figures Liberation, and it was a cracking little build. I just really enjoyed it and really enjoyed taking part. My thing was that this is an iconic scene. Basically, this is what the liberators, bless them, all have to go through, I suppose. But like I said, we all have our crosses to bear when these women are jumping all over you. But yeah, again, it was a lovely little build. There's not a lot to say about it. It's not the biggest build in the world. It's very detailed. It's very nice, but it's Verlinden. So okay, that was a quick one on that bit. I'll pause you again, and then we'll go on for the next bit. Okay, right. The next one for this month is my entry into the Steve Mottram's Gulf War group build. it's my entry, but I mean, I am part of the admin and everything else, so it's but like I said, it's my entry. The Abrahams, it's the Academy one, but it's the M1A1 Abrams Iraq 2003, and as I said before, it's a complete dog of a kit, but I've persevered with it and I'm starting to enjoy it again now. The build itself was terrible, but it's had, I've used is it that one? I used the MiG ammo modern, oh I'm doing it there because you can't see it, MiG ammo US modern vehicles. In my last update I ran out and Steve Mottram kindly said, what do you need? And he sent it me. Absolutely amazing, brilliant. Yeah, so I got it done. It's been decaled, it's been painted, then it was gloss coated, decaled, gloss coated again. It's had a bit of a wash. It's now going to have, when I get around to it, it's going to have a matte coat on it, and I can start doing, well, it's going to have a bit of a pin wash and stuff first. Then yeah, then I can start weathering that. But I've actually gone back to enjoying this build because I was really going off it because it was a dog of a kit. But now it's painted up, I'm starting to really enjoy it. The dio that I was going to build with it, I'm having a bit of a change. I'm thinking of having a change. I got this. I'll just show you the lid. I'll just come out a minute. Hang on. If I show you the lid of the box, I've got this set. The daughter bought it me for Christmas. It contains 4 Master Box figures and all the stuff for a checkpoint, you know. And it's a cracking little set, you know. Got all your different, you know, barriers and, you know, metal barriers, concrete stuff, sandbags and everything. So and obviously you get the checkpoint barrier and stuff like that. I was going to do that, but I've got a different idea for it, so I'm gonna probably have a little go at that. Still using the load of figures that I've got. I mean, these are all Master Box. I have got another Verlinden figure that was sent to me. You know, I mean, these are the sets that they seem to be the generic sets of the of this build. We've got, here's Snickers, but he's up himself. So I've got that set, which has got the woman in the game thingy bob. Just bear with me a second. I've got to find the box for the other set of figures. Did I put that out? Very professional, the same as Steve. Oh yeah, yeah. And also, I'm using this set, but I'm only using the 2 figures. That one there, and that one there. I'm not using those. Yeah, those are the only ones I'm using. So that's that set. But obviously the one guy is driving, the driver and whatnot, and the other 2 are handing out the Snickers. So those are them figures, and then plus I've still got some of the infantry checkpoint guys, which I'll be using. It's still going to be a kind of checkpoint, but it's going to be different to that. I don't think I should be using this or this. It's going to be more of a roadside scenario. But it's playing around in my mind at the moment. So that's that. So there's a bit of a change on that one, but I shall know more when I actually kick in on it. At the moment, I'm feeling the love for that, but I'm not feeling the love for that at the moment. So the Abrahams I'm feeling the love for, but I'm not feeling the love for the figures and the checkpoint at the moment. So, but it will. You know, there's plenty of time in this build, so it's not a major. So, right, I'll put you on pause again, and I'll go for the next bit. This is the next one. This one is a build that I'm doing. I'm kind of doing it in between other builds, as in when I do something to the Abrahams and I have to leave it to dry. So I'm then starting on this. As I said, I'm not feeling the love for the figures with the Abraham at the moment. But so, what do you do when you don't feel? I mean, I've got plenty of kits building, but what do you do? Logic in our hobby. I know, I'll start something else. So, but yeah, so I'm building this as well. There's another one that I've got on the go. I'll just zoom in on that. It's Valinden Productions kit 2435, the 506 in Carentan, June 1944. And I'll tell you what, again, it's, as I said, it's a beautiful build. I mean, let me just put it out again because I've very professional. I mean, that's the base that comes with it. And it's beautiful. That will paint up so nice. I don't know if you've seen that, or was that just glaring off? But that will paint up so nice. Detail on it is so nice. And the figures, they are absolutely stunning. I mean, I've only built the two so far, but I don't know, do I use that or is that not going to work? I'll tell you what, hang on a minute. Let's just bring that up there. Is it going to focus or is it going to be silly? There you go. I mean, the detail on these figures is absolutely... Let's see if I can get that up. It's absolutely superb, you know. And yes, he hasn't got a hand, but I'll show you that. And there's the wounded man, a comrade. I mean, the detail is superb. I mean, the reason why he hasn't got a hand, the other guy, is because it's just there on his back. Alright, so, excuse me, hang on a minute, guys. Sorry about that, trip switch went on the cooker. Right, so, yeah, where was I? Yeah, guy's hand is on his back there. So of course, when I've had to keep them separate to paint, but trying to match the two together is quite awkward. It can be done, but it's just awkward. So I did have a bit of a mare with that bit. Also, when I was building this figure, when I was building this figure, I dropped him on the floor, and I broke the end off the gun there, off the Thompson. But I managed to find it, and I've managed to glue it on. But yeah, so. But again, I'm loving it. I mean, I've got all these bits, and let's just pull it out again. All these bits, another two figures to assemble, and everything else. But it's absolutely stunning. So that's my build. I mean, I've still got the Sam 6. But I haven't done any more to that because I'm in an iron what to do as regards to LEDs. So there's no point showing that. The D9R doobie with the cage. I've built the cab and the interior, but again that's another one of builds that I'm not rushing, so haven't done any more than that. So it's been quite a productive month, to be fair. I've had some nice little surprises. Where is it? Hang on. Like I said, I'm professional as ever. Where is it? I had that sent. That figure there, I think I've mentioned it on my last one, but I can't remember. But he's going in the Iraqi build. He was sent to me by Dan Kinspel, I think that's how you pronounce it. So yeah, that's going in as well. Also, I had a nice surprise gift from our man Mr. Kemp. I mean, we know that he's a wizard with his building, and he's very good with his hands and all that kind of stuff, and not in a dodgy way. But he sent me this, which was very unexpected through the post. A nice little holder for me glues, and that with a load of clamps to when I'm building and painting and everything else. So all in all, it's been a very good month, and you know, yeah. So I think that's about it. I'm bound to have missed something off. I always do, because my age, I'm getting old. I've had a bit of a shift round in me cave. Tidied up a little bit. Needed it. I was running out of space. So yeah. So, but I think that's it. Anyway, I'm waffling. I'm talking crap, as I always do. So, been watching everybody's builds. Steve, your Gulf War build is brilliant. I love it. Your figures are excellent. They look brilliant. It's really nice. Your Bradley, it's lovely. And you're right, just the whole thing, it's really nice. Who else? What else have I been? I've just been watching everybody's videos, and they are really good. It's remembering everybody's names, and I'm professional as ever. I don't write nothing down. Just think, oh yeah, I'll mention that, and I always forget about it afterwards. Who else have I been watching? Matt, loving your build. Your say cheese build, lovely. I'm looking forward to that. I want to see how your figures turn out. You know, I mean, it's a subject that can be a bit raw, but hey, it's like I said, it's history. It's part of history. You can't block it out, can you? You've got to, you know, and that's what our hobby is. And for whoever the person was that reported him, well, I'm sorry, but you know, there's no need for it. It's all, whether you agree with something or not, you go by the artistic skill of it. And well, I think that's the, I don't know. See, I'm not very good with words. I'm not a very good wordsman. I know what I mean, and it's all good. It might not come out sounding good, but it's all meant in good, you know. Yeah, I'm just waffling. Right, I'm going because I'm just waffling. As I said, I'm not a very good wordsman, but hey, you know what it is. Anyway, guys, I shall catch you on the next one. Just look out for the updates. Thank you for the subscriptions. I just looked. I'm gonna have to do a giveaway at some point because I've just checked. It's not something that I check, but for some reason I've got, was it 375 subscribers somehow. So I think I'm gonna have to sort something out when I get to 400 or something. I've missed. Is it two? Yeah, it must. Yeah, 375 must be subscribers that actually want to watch my crap, my waffling rubbish. So I'm gonna have to do some kind of giveaway. I feel quite tight now. I missed it when you do 200 and whatever, this and that. But I'll figure something out, and I'll sort something out when I get to 400 or something. So anyway, thanks guys. It's much appreciated. You know, when I set the channel up, I didn't expect to. You know. So, but I've learnt a lot from this community, and I'm hoping that I've been able to share some of it back. So, but again, I've just said it. I'm going. So, stay cool, guys. Speak to you soon. Ta-da.